nze omuntu gwe mmanyi mukyala Anita agaggawala ffenna tulaba tebwazuukuse lumu ne tumulaba ng'alina emmotoka ya Rolls Royce abadde alina enkola Abaganda gye bayita ey'akatali kabbe
amagumba osuula mu mulyango
akatali kabbe bw'oli amagumba osuula mu ki
mu mulyango mu luggya
lwe yagula emmotoka n'aziwandiikako n'amannya ge yeyeelumiriza ng'ensi yonna eraba nti zino zaani
zange
lwe yagulira bba ekirabo ekya Range Rover ng'aweze ku birthday yakimuweera ku palamenti we yazimba amaka yatwalayo palamenti nnamba ng'agaggulawo era ne gavumenti yakiikirirwe yali vice president second we yazimba eddwaliro amayumba ebisenge by'omu ddwaliro yabiggulamu n'amannya g'abaana b'abakulu era n'ayita ne pulezidenti n'aggulawo
era pulezidenti n'awa obujulizi nti amudduukizza nti yamuyambako
amasomero ge abadde agaddukanya ensi era abanga gagaba n'ebirabo ennaku ezo twabadde mu palamenti n'atugamba nti essomero lye lijja okuweerera omwana wa Honorable Nakimuli paka omwana lwalimalako ekibuli era n'agamba obukadde 25 buno tubuwaddeyo ng'ensi ekola ki
ng'eraba
so buli kintu kyonna Anita kyabadde alina mpulira nti ne Rolls Royce abadde ategeka kugijjayo agirage Uganda lunaku lw'amazaalibwa ge so mbuuza nti ebintu bino bwe bibanga bibadde mu bukumpanya poliisi ebadde luddawa
ebadde terina bujulizi
ebadde luddawa ebbanga eryo ate bujulizi ki ng'abadde abirina ng'era byeyagaliramu bwe yazaala abaana yabatulaga ffenna buli muntu n'agamba omukulu azadde abalongo n'akola omukolo ogwa sukulu abantu abatwala mu maka ge n'akola omukolo n'ayita abasiraamu mu maka ge ensi yonna ng'eraba ebirungi byalimu sente azigaba mu lujjudde bannange wano nga byewo kawumbi wano nga byewo obukadde 10 waliwo lwe yagenda okuziikirako Katuntu Katuntu yafiibwa muganda we n'amukubagiza amabugo ga bukadde 10 so omuntu abuuza nti lwaki leero era lwaki okubuuliriza kwa poliisi kukwataganye n'enkyukakyuka eziri mu kusalawo kwa NRM.
I do not think that Anita Amongo's problem was corruption, because remember that Anita Amongo did not take money out of parliament necessarily for her personal use. That was a small side effect. Anita Amongo's use of parliamentary money was actually to build Museveni's political base. In fact, to get Museveni's legislation in the parliament passed. Because I am reliably informed that before Anita Amongo became Speaker of Parliament, whenever Museveni needed major legislation to go through Parliament, a major action to take place, he would invite these Omaras, these MPs, to State House, give them tea, pay their transport, pay their medical bills, pay their children's fees, clear their loans, spend a lot of money in order to get the vote. When Anita came in, she said, okay, Muse, you don't have to do that. Let me handle Parliament for you. You see, the strength of Anita Amongo, people don't know, is she has excellent interpersonal skills. That is why she's so effective in electoral colleges. And she may not be effective in a presidential campaign where you are elected by anonymous people. Why she was effective in electoral colleges? Because if you meet her and deal with her at a personal level, she's a very generous and people think she was using money, but Amongo was using 20 to 25% of the money Museveni was using to get 300% of the results Museveni was getting. Museveni was spending a lot of money and getting, like in this election on Olanya. Olanya got 55% of the vote as speaker. But for her, she would use less money and get bigger results.
That's not the only area where there is a road. All of you, I think, were covering elections. They just concluded elections of 2025, 2026. What didn't we see? We saw people moving with bullions. So the other area where I would like to invite Namboze to quickly hurry and go and arrest is the NRM Secretariat. The NRM Secretariat people moved billions of money. You know, you have somebody who is moving with about 3 cars, but one of them is full of money. He's a bullion, apparently. When they reach somewhere, somebody with a lot of ease just moves 100 million and throws at people. What kind of politics are we really having? What kind of economy are we running? So this is what is really compelling Ugandans to, you know, to discharge a lot of anger in my constituency because of what I have told you, because of standing up to say, being a complainant, being a prosecutor, and being a presiding officer, therefore a judge, in your own case is wrong in the matter of Namuganza. Now, a cartel sat and agreed to follow me up to my constituency. In the last week of my elections, 7 billion was brought, 7 billion, and discharged in a small constituency. You know that constituency called Samyabugo County North? Voters, those who are known to be my strong supporters, were bought between 5 million and 10 million. The ordinary voters were given 10 million on the voting day, 10,000, 100,000 on the voting day. Those who are very unlucky got 50,000. Where do you get all this money? It came because people have primitively accumulated this money. There is growing impunity. They are free to move with this money and throw it at will. And you know what they would do? They would hide under the cover of campaigning for the president. The president didn't need to have all this money for an inch to vote him. Why is this? Because of that primitive accumulation of wealth. Therefore, that's why I'm calling upon Afandemo to rush the NRM Secretariat. That's why the people have really accumulated illicitly a lot of wealth. They are buying skyscrapers all over, building them. You know the syndicate now that there is. People, first of all, they hide under the NRM. They beat the drum so high. Even Afandemo Kai want to, there are people who are coming actually also claiming to be, followers, fundamentalist followers of PLOU, hiding there under in order to pass through their mischiefs. This should also be critically examined. These people in the secretariat took, my brother Todrong is having really tall order. Todrong is a very good man. He has tried to combat corruption there, but you see the cartel is quite bigger than him. So somehow he has been swallowed. He can't go further. That's why now we would like to call upon the head of the UPDF, CDF, under Article 208, whereupon he is required to, among other things, be patriotic, where patriotism requires to fight corruption and also guard against spillage of the national resources, to rush the NRM Secretariat, where people have amassed wealth to the extent that they have a lot of impunity. They have corrupted all those who would be gatekeepers, and they are doing all what they want to do. Did you see in the election of the workers, member of parliament? We expected the second national chairperson of NRM and the national treasurer to protect the flag bearer, woman MP. That was Honorable Kunihira. Instead, the second national vice chairperson, who is Annet Anita Amongo, and the national treasurer of NRM, who is Nakasa Babroundo, descended on Kunihira and hounded her and distributed, apparently, I'm told, 20 million per voter and brought it down. And who was presented? A biological sister of the national treasurer.